So, Simon, a good 2-0 win today against a strong promoted side from last season. I imagine you're happy with today's performance?
Yeah, very happy to get off and running. Obviously, after Saturday when we had a bit of a shock to the system, which we didn't do ourselves justice at all with too many mistakes, the boys were determined to fix that, as we all were. So, yeah, I felt that we were always in control of it. Obviously, they pose a difficult threat with their set pieces, but we handled that extremely well. I'm really proud of the boys for our preparation and how we executed that. And we should have a few more goals really second half, regardless of the red card at the end. But I thought we were always in control, and you just wanted that extra one to give the buffer, which we got with Ryan coming on as substitution. So no, yeah, very pleased with the guys. It's just about getting off and running, and so we wanted to do that Saturday. So we were disappointed we didn't, but we took a step towards making amends today.
Yeah, and as you mentioned on Saturday, sort of a performance that's maybe not what the fans expected, or sort of the standards that the players themselves hold themselves to. Sort of what are you saying to the team to get them to bounce back and then sort of obviously get the victory today?
Yeah, well, to be honest, we couldn't see it coming at all. I mean, and in the context of the game, the first 60 minutes, we had control of possession and territory without creating too much. We had one or two things that we could have scored with. Then you have a worldie goal, and then we made a few mistakes, and so yeah, the recovery was wasn't a good. It was a sleepless night on the Saturday for me, and I guess for some of the boys as well. But we were all determined to make up for it. I mean, what we did was I watched the game back very in detail on the Sunday. Fun family viewing on a Sunday for me, but. And then I called a lot of the boys to just see how they were, particularly the ones who'd made mistakes, and it was about being supportive for them, to be honest. And you saw with the team selection, I know they're good players and I know they're honest players, and they want to play for this club and do well for this club. So I had no hesitation in playing a very similar side again, even though some of the boys that came in obviously got some extra minutes as well. So yeah, it was a bit of a shock to the system, but maybe it was a good thing that it happened. Because we just need to get some momentum going now, and I feel we're that type of team. And once we do get rolling, I think we'll be a handful for anybody.
Yeah, and sort of an energetic start to this game with some good build-up play and some real good link-up between some of the new guys, but sort of maybe not as many clear-cut chances as we would have liked in sort of the final third. Sort of what are your opinions on that, and how do you sort of get more of those chances in the final third going forward?
Yeah, well, you got to give credit to Egham. I mean, they sat with the 5 there and banked up in front of them to make it difficult for us. And when we got through a few times, it was just a bit stuttery first half, and you can understand it after the result we had Saturday. The boys were maybe a bit over keen with some of the pass selections and decisions they made. But yeah, the message at half time was to settle them down really, and we're in good shape here. Just stay a bit calmer and a bit more composed all around the pitch in each department, and we knew we'd open them up, and we did that time and time again, to be fair. Should have had a few more, as I said.
Yeah, and then as sort of we moved into the second half, the energy sort of was sustained by the guys, and there was some key blocks towards the end that sort of showed the real heart and desire within the club till the final whistle. And sort of is that what you expect from the lads, and is that the standards they've set themselves throughout pre-season and now starting the season?
Yeah, very much. I mean, those characters that I've recruited, you can see that's part of their makeup, but they want to win for this club, and as I said, they're a very honest bunch. They're very together, and that's part of the job. So yeah, it's about holding those standards. And when they threw the kitchen sink at us at the end, I never worried at all that we weren't going to hold out. As I said, all those long throws and corners, we handled them really, really well, which is something I focused on before the game. So I'm proud of the boys for that.
And now we're up and running in the league with 3 points. We sort of turn our attention to our first FA Cup game of the season. Obviously, it's always a magical journey with sort of the history of the club reaching the first round for 3 years in a row. Yeah. And sort of the past few years we've maybe faltered slightly. Obviously, sort of you and the guys must be sort of buzzing to get going in this year's FA Cup campaign. Yeah,
very much. Love the FA Cup. Obviously, we've got a lot to live up to with previous exploits with Hughesy and the guys. But no, it's one to look forward to. Certainly will come and pose a threat. But we know what's coming with them and what to prepare for. So it's about recovery, as it always is on a Tuesday night, and we set our sights. But the boys are under no illusions about we're going to have to compete and get into our flow, and then hopefully we'll be flying again here at the Sky X.
Yeah, and obviously, as you mentioned, sort of a familiar foe in Sutton Common Rovers. What do you expect, and does that change your preparation for the game, or are you nailed on with what you've got and preparing the guys in the usual way?
No, what we've got here is flexibility, and you saw it with a change of shape here. And we've worked on multiple shapes, both on the training ground and in pre-season. And I've recruited people who are able to do that. And so then, if I bring something tactically to the table, then they have to be able to execute it. And touch wood that's what they're doing at the moment. They're able to do it. We can switch within things. So yeah, we'll look at it with a blank sheet of paper for Saturday. They'll be very energetic, and they'll feel the magic of the cup like everybody does. So we're going to have to deal with that, and then hopefully impose ourselves on it, which I feel confident we will.
Yeah, really looking forward to Saturday's game, and thank you for your time, Simon.
Thank you.